lithium companies have been some of the strongest performers on the ASX over the last month. Now, when you look into these companies, some have had more exposure and regular announcements to vanadium in the past, and others have focused more on other minerals as time goes by. But as we look into this list, we do see that they have had, are currently, and exposed to vanadium, lithium, and other minerals that are used in batteries and electric vehicles and technology applications. So now we want to look at the top companies that are driving this thematic forward, the ones that are providing the strongest returns, the ones that are hitting the marks and getting traders excited. This is Shares in Play. Welcome to new listeners, and that's exactly what we're doing, having a look at the top thematics, breaking it down, seeing the best performing companies within those themes and the news behind why they're actually running stronger. So starting off, we do want to see the top performer. Now, the best one over the last quarter is up 114%. Now, this is Pursuit Minerals. PUR is the ticker. Now, what we do know, this company has mines in Western Australia, WA, nickel, copper, and gold, plus also the platinum group. Now, they also have palladium, but most importantly, they've got vanadium in Scandinavia, which is a critical point from the vanadium perspective. Now, they did receive a speeding ticket on the ASX on the 7th. They had a radio interview before Christmas, and then an investor presentation in mid-December. Now, this investor presentation is a key point here because they've referenced that the most recent vanadium update goes back to May 2020, although the critical point that investors are excited about at the moment is that they're currently exploring a transaction that may result in it spinning out or a joint venture of these Scandinavian projects which involve the vanadium mines, or assays. Now, if this transaction proceeds, it is likely that a third party may take over its expenditure obligations of these projects. And at this stage, the terms have yet to be finalised, and there's no formal contract that's yet to be executed. That doesn't stop the speculation and the share price running strongly. Next up, we do have Lithium Australia, one that we've looked at before. LIT is the ticker, up 109% over the quarter. We know this company is a lithium miner, a lithium battery recycler with a focus on stationary energy storage systems in Australia. They're aiming for vertical integrations of lithium extraction, processing, and that recycling. It is a long bow to draw for vanadium, but they provide a charger with an option to acquire exploration projects, including the Coates Mafic in Western Australia. And that area does host vanadium deposits that were mined back in the 1980s. So somewhat of a minimal exposure to vanadium, but they have been running exceptionally strong, and they've been phenomenal at updating the market since mid-January with critical announcements. So since mid-January, they've been consistent with those updates, namely the Gallon Lithium, GLN is the Australian or ASX ticker, GLN, Gallon Lithium, is to acquire 80% of Lithium Australia's Greenbushes South Lithium project. Now, this project is located 3 kilometres south of the world-class Greenbushes lithium mine, and that's described as one of the world's largest hard rock spodumene deposits and with the highest grade. Now, this is also managed by Talison Lithium, and you can see that the Greenbushes lithium project is located 200 kilometres south of Perth. The next announcement is that the lithium ferrophosphate battery market is set to expand 500% over the next decade out to 2030. Now, this is coming from the company itself, and they're saying that this battery type reduces the dependency on nickel and cobalt through safer power storage. We all know those are other material commodities as being ones that are used in the current lithium production batteries. Now, this is anticipated that it will become the fastest growing sector of the lithium-ion battery market, particularly with respect to electric vehicles and penetration into the automotive market, with increased use of battery energy storage systems as well, or BESS, battery energy storage systems. And this is for renewable power distribution and coming from renewable energy sources to the capital of Western Australia. Now, it's also land area of 353 square kilometres, and Lithium Australia was initially accepted to the project. They looked at it for the world-class Greenbushes lithium mine. And then also we look at, due to COVID-19 restrictions, they've not renewed their European exploration licenses that are in Germany, in what's known as the Ore Mountains. Now, the managing director, Adrian Griffith, says that our preference is to maintain leverage to battery materials in Europe by applying our proprietary technologies, including lithium extraction, cathode power production, and battery recycling, to emerging opportunities. So that's looking at them, and they're just some of the news announcements that have come out in the last couple of weeks, or even less than that, since the middle of January, as they have been very strong performers and also updating the market. And next off, we do see Arafura, which is one that we've seen many times before, 89% over the last 3 months. And then SYR, so Syrah Resources is a ticker. They're up 88%. Then we've got ACP, which is up 81% over the last 3 months, Audalia Resources. And then finally, Australian Vanadium, another name that we have seen many times before, AVL, is up 62% over the last 3 months or the quarter. These companies do have exposure to vanadium, and they also have exposure to the battery market, which has been running exceptionally strong. Thanks very much for listening, and we'll come back to you again with other market leaders, thematics, and the top companies driving it higher.